Let's see, customer service. Oh, there it is. Detroit Employment Solutions has provided jobs to over 5,500 businesses in the Detroit metropolitan area. That means with a wide range of job options matched with career development training, looking for a job and being employed has become easier than ever before. So let's take a look and discover just what it is the DESC has to offer and why career success is the motivation behind this business and the motivation behind its program participants. Hi, Pamela. How are you today?
Hi, Tiffany. I'm well. How about you?
Wonderful. Thank
Good.
you. We came down today to talk to you about DESC and all of its efforts in the city. So if you would, please give me some background information on how it is you're helping the citizens of Detroit.
Sure. So Detroit Employment Solutions Corporation, we are the Michigan Works for the city of Detroit, and we are the workforce agency responsible for all workforce activities on behalf of the residents and businesses of the city of Detroit. We were the Department of Workforce Development prior to July 1 of 2012, but we thought we could be much more efficient at doing this work outside of the city structure.
Okay.
And so it was supported by the state. We moved the operations, and now we are exceeding performance measures and outcomes. We are much more efficient. We can respond to the demand on what careers and opportunities are out in the environment, and it's an ever-changing environment right now in the city. We focus on our growth sectors, which are manufacturing, healthcare, information technology, energy and agriculture, also hospitality, retail. And so we're able to just be much more efficient, respond to the environment, our performance outcomes are being met,
Great.
And so that is why we move the operation under a nonprofit structure, but I am still accountable and report to Mayor Duggan as well as City Council. I am the workforce agency for the City of Detroit.
My experience with the program was like a time that is a process, and you have to be determined. You never know what opportunities come until you go first present yourself. Something came because of me networking. An individual who was also at Detroit Employment Solution told me of an opportunity of platform employment. Had I not been looking, I would have never heard. I applied through that program, which was at one of the facilities of Detroit Employment Solutions.
With the understanding that the unemployment rate in the city of Detroit is very high and it's nationally known, I know we have a lot of people seeking employment who are transitioning from careers that span some 10, 20 years. What kind of services do you offer them to be able to get them back into the workforce securely?
So that's an issue in Detroit. Many Detroiters are misskilled. So they have track records of long-term unemployment, but they have found themselves unemployed for one reason or another. So we offer short-term training opportunities, maybe 6 months, maybe 8 weeks. And again, we focus on those sectors that are in demand. So we have a wonderful apprenticeship program. It's a registered apprenticeship program sponsored by the Department of Labor and the state's Workforce Development Agency. Again, we focus on apprenticeable occupations, so we always think of the construction trades, but there are many apprenticeable occupations within those growth sectors, and so we focus on technical skills training. We will also help you with basic skills, reading and math. We have GED programs. We also train in a number of high demand occupations, truck drivers, certified nursing assistants. So again, we focus on the occupations that are in demand right now in Detroit and short-term training so that individuals that are misskilled can come in, get technical training, and go and get a position that pays a livable wage. So there are lots and lots of entry-level positions in the city of Detroit, but that cannot sustain a family. So we want to give people the tools and resources and training that they need to go and get a $15, $20 an hour job and put them on that career pathway to a sustainable career that can support that family.
And that makes a good point because it ties in very well with the mayor's initiative. And I know that the minimum wage has been a huge concern for people in the city, let alone the state, and nationally, as we talked about before.
I knew of the opportunity. They will help you with your resumes. They will help, they have training to kind of help you in your skills. So I did know of that in previous times.
I know that with your training programs, you specify according to how it is that people want to come in and search for particular types of employment, and you have a large job bank here. What about those who are coming in who have paid their debt to society?
Sure.
Which is not easily transitioned these days when it comes to seeking employment. They tend to be the hardest hit. What can you do for people who have paid their debt and need to go into the workforce?
So you're right. We do have that Michigan Talent Connect large database of jobs and opportunities across the state. But returning citizens, we have a large population of citizens that are returning to Detroit. And so we do this work through partnerships. We have more than 150 community-based organizations, training providers, other workforce agencies, faith-based. And so we use this network of partnerships to do this work. And so our returning citizens, we partner with juvenile justice, we partner with the prosecutor's office, we partner with Detroit Police Department, and see how we can, one, touch some of these returning citizens before they come back into their environment and put them on a path. So we do have a 40-hour credential.
Okay.
And I just, matter of fact, spoke to the last graduating class. I mean, these are people who just made a bad decision, who deserve a second chance. And so we work with employers. Employers are our priority customer. It's a demand-driven system. So without that job, it makes no sense to do the training. So we really try not to put people in that pipeline of training until we know that there's a job waiting for them. And so we know the employers that will give a returning citizen an opportunity, and we work with those employers. So Detroit Manufacturing Systems is our huge success story. Andra Rush, she's hired 828 individuals from us. So President Obama mentioned it in his State of the Union speech. She was invited to the White House. And so that's a huge success program. Community Ventures is the Michigan Economic Development Corporation's program, which serves, we've defined them as structurally unemployed, but it's a person who has huge barriers into employment. So it could be that a person is a veteran, they've been out of work for a long period of time, they could be a returning citizen, and so there's some incentives to the employer that hire these structurally unemployed individuals. So between the credential, working with employers that we know will give people a second chance. And again, those employability skills are very important. Employers want you to show up on time, be enthusiastic, be willing to learn new things, dress appropriately, know how to resolve any conflict at the workplace, respect authority. They're just some things that employers, it's not negotiable. And so those are the things we emphasize in our essential skills courses. And again, that technical skills training, again, we want returning citizens to come and take advantage of these apprenticeship opportunities. So all the demolition work that's going on right now, we need laborers. And typically the unions and some of our construction companies that we work with, they are absolutely willing to give a person another chance. And so there are many, many opportunities coming to Detroit and here right now because there's so much economic development happening. And so we want Detroit to take advantage of all of these opportunities, and that's why we're here, to give them the resources and the tools that they need to be prepared and qualified to go into these jobs.
Right now it's through this wonderful program called Step Up America, and it's through UST Global. They took in internships and we're being trained at a Wayne County community facilities on the east side. And I would have never landed that had it not been for Detroit Employment Solutions.
So our vision for Detroit is to get Detroit back to work. I think we're a well-kept secret. Our services are at no cost. We want businesses to utilize us. We have to get Detroit working, and that is why we have our Hire Detroit initiative. Mayor Duggan is ready to get Detroit back on the map and to transition the city into the great city that it used to be. And so I think you're going to see great, great things happen in the next 2 to 3 years with employment here in the city of Detroit.
If I could think of one word to motivate someone to not stop and go through the program, it would be determination.
For more information on Detroit Employment Solutions Corporation, please call 313-962-9675 or go to www.descmiworks.com.